Hello, this is David from Excel Consulting, and in this video I'm going to show you some Excel tricks about copy and paste special in particular. So, let's go. I'm going to kick off by introducing you to possibly a new formula, which is equals trim. I love trim. What trim does is it allows you to remove spaces that are unnecessary. So any space before text, any space after text, and any time in between two words where there's more than one space. So I can do equals trim, and then I get only one input. Click here, close brackets, press enter, and as you can see, it's gone from this that has a lot of spaces here to something with no spaces. In further examples, this one has a lot of spaces here, Hanoi has a lot of spaces there, etc., etc. So it really allows you to do that. So if I drag that down, I get it working like that. Now, a couple of things here. So if I have this with the cleaned up city, I probably don't need this as well. So if I right click and delete this column, these all break. And they break because they're referring to cells that no longer exist because they've been deleted. So really what I want to do is I want to copy and paste this. So I want to convert these from formulas into values. The way to do that is select the text and copy, Control C, and then you want to paste special. A few ways of getting to paste special. You can either click the drop down here and go paste special, or you can right click or use the shortcut. And the one that I'm going to choose is values and number formats. I know a lot of people use values, but that's not good, and I'm going to show you why. Values and number formats is the ideal one. Press OK, and that means that if I right click here and delete, that this is still there because it's not linked anymore. Now it's a value. Okay, what also changed is that we kind of lost our formatting, didn't we? And although there's a few ways to fix this, I'm going to do it through paste special. So let's copy this, and then let's use the shortcut, which is Control Alt V. So select this, Control Alt V, and then the paste special dialog comes up, this one here. And we're going to choose formats and press OK. Now that is the same as using the format painter, but I can do it with the keyboard, so I prefer it. It's faster for me. By the way, with the format painter, if you double click it, you can actually lock it in. A lot of people don't know that. You can do that. So you can quickly edit the formats. Don't want to do that. There we go. Now, some other paste special stuff. So let's say we want to select this table and we want to flip it so that we have salesperson going across. Well, let's do it with this kind of sub area here. So we have city going across and we have type of sales going down. So you can do is you can copy, then you can paste special, Control Alt V again. You can choose transpose, and transpose is a text box, so you can choose any of these and then use transpose as well. Press OK, and then you get it looking like this. So it all still works. These are formulas, and yeah, it still works pretty well. Now what's interesting though is that it's not linked, so this is now completely independently to the original one. And also you can't cut and paste it in this way, you can only copy and paste it. Although transposing is something that I use very often, and I think people should become familiar with it if they're not already. Alright, let's go with some other ones. So let's say that here we have sales, costs, and profit. And actually what profit is doing is it's adding together costs and sales, which is incorrect. We want these costs to be negative numbers. So how can we convert all of these into negatives with paste special? Copy this, select all these numbers, and then Control Alt V, and then we can choose from this second part, we can choose multiply, because we're multiplying everything by -1, You can press OK, and then it kind of goes that way as well. Now, it's taken our formats obviously, so what we might want to do is Control-Alt-V and choose just values and multiply, so it doesn't take everything. There we go, and now we've kept our format and everything else. A couple of other things. So we can also work with this. So let me show you what's wrong with using paste special values. So if I copy this and then I paste here with paste special values, watch what happens to the dates. The dates become numbers. And that's because Excel stores a date as a number and just makes it look differently for the user, which is useful for calculations, but it's not useful for the user. And that's why I almost always use Control-Alt-V. I use either values and number formats or formulas and number formats if I want, so it keeps this. It also keeps, here I've set the negatives to be in brackets, so nice things like that it will keep if you use values and number formats. You can also, if you want to copy an entire sheet, you can right-click and choose Move or Copy. This is the best way to do it, really. Then you can say Create a Copy and take it to another workbook, or just click New Book. And then it just takes that entire sheet. And it takes a lot of things that it might not take otherwise, like, for example, the name. It takes the sheet name, it takes some certain other things as well that you might not get otherwise. A couple more useful ones. So let's say you had some text here and some text here. And what you can do is you can actually select this. Let's have some more text here. You can select here and you can copy. And normally if you paste here, it actually overwrites what you had. But if you use this thing called Paste Special and Skip Blanks, again you can choose the tick box and select any of these and any of these. Then it does just that. It leaves the originals in and it just takes these ones here, like that. So that's Paste and Skip Blanks. I use it a fair amount. I think it's worth showing. If you do copy and paste between new places, so sometimes your columns don't work out to be the same widths like this. Now, what you might want to do to fix that is you might want to sort of copy, and then here you can go Paste Special and you can choose column widths like that. And it will take that exact same thing. Now, one thing you might notice is that here it's a different color. These things are a different color to here. Sometimes that happens, quite rarely I would say, but just to kind of show you that it can happen, it can actually take different colors depending on the workbook settings of how it would take those colors. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. But yeah, those are the paste specials that I wanted to show you. Formulas will take only the formulas and not the formats of the cells. Comments I never use because I really don't like how comments works. Data validation is this one. That's really useful. Never use this. Don't use that too much, and don't really use this one. So yeah, those are some key ones. By the way, for advanced tricks, there are actually different options in this. So this is one different option. Values and source formatting is slightly different to the other one. So yeah, there are some slightly different ones in the icons. You can also have pictures, so you can copy and paste as pictures this way. You can paste links as well. So yeah, that's Paste Special. Thanks for watching.